That was quite a display on the bridge.
Are the hostages safe?
All accounted for as far as I can tell. What's wrong, sir? You seem upset.
I told Gordon to stay back and he went in anyway.
Indeed. It's why you're still alive. He deserves your gratitude, not ire.
Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is Let's Play Batman Arkham Origins final episode. It has been a journey, let me tell you, in Endgame.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle.
Oh, Alfred.
Well, it sounds like you found some Christmas spirit.
But I refuse to let the thugs out there rob us of the night entirely.
I'm surprised you didn't put up some decorations.
I considered it, but decided it was better not to clutter up the place. Don't worry, though. I've done a number on the house.
I'm sure you have.
So I'm currently wearing the Brightest Day costume. I don't know what that means. I meant to look it up. I didn't look it up. But, I don't know, it's cool. It just looks like Batman's normal gear, but, like, it's got some symbol that I don't understand, and it's whiter. So, yeah, I found all of the Riddler icons. That'll be what this montage is, and I shall play the audio files as well. This was a lot. I'm also a little bit disheartened because those other missions I've been trying to do, like the stealth mission, apparently you cannot do the stealth mission if you are in Endgame. The last opportunity I had was, in fact, Deadshot, even though that was ridiculously hard because Deadshot was around. You need a map that has all of the things. Like, you need a breakable wall, you need a grate, you need a place where you can be a corner, and you need a proper ledge. And apparently there's only a few maps that have that. So, terribly designed challenge. Now I can't do any of the other ones. Even if I had done that challenge with Deadshot, I would not have been able to do challenge 14 out of 15, apparently, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. And because of that, I just...
Guys? Nah, man. Just walked on out. Place was all busted up and the guards were gone. You're telling me you just strolled out of Blackgate and no one said a thing? Oh, people said things. Stuff like, help me, and I'm on fire, and oh my god, the Joker's gonna kill me. I didn't stick around to see how it all shook out.
But yeah, I'm not going to bother with that combo because I can't even find enough guys to do it. I've come close when I was running around. But yeah, I'm going to show a few of these, but this was also a pretty boring quest getting the Glassgate guys. I'll only show if it's really interesting.
Look, I don't want any trouble. Get off of me! You ain't a cop!
No, I'm worse.
I mean, that wasn't that interesting. Alright, let's get onto the audio files. We're going to start out with Albert Falcone first.
Hello, Sionis.
Who the hell is this? What time is it?
Time to get your affairs in order, Roman. There is a change in the air, and the wolves descend on Gotham.
Listen, you little piece of crap. I don't know who you are or who you work for.
I answer to a higher power than you. I am a higher power than you. And one day soon, you will have much to answer for.
Nobody speaks to me.
So I tried to look up if, like, Albert Falcone turns into some crazy supervillain, because what was that voice? That gruff voice was Albert. I don't know. He was going to Hubert Strange, though, the villain of the second game, Arkham City, and he did a bunch of mind control stuff, so God knows. But I couldn't really find anything, so let's go on to Shiva's final note.
I'm simply saying that my master shares your hatred of criminals.
Listen, I'm not sure who you are or what you want, but I don't appreciate you meddling in my business.
We are hardly meddling. My master is simply offering you assistance. An opportunity you yourself say you desire.
What makes him so sure he can do it?
Well, it certainly won't happen overnight. There are steps we must take.
Strings. I knew it.
You say you want to be mayor, that you want to purge the city of criminals. Then taking this position is hardly a string.
So what did you say this facility was called?
Arkham Asylum.
So, I mean, this is like the origin of Gotham, or Arkham Asylum, but weird, the League of Shadows created Arkham Asylum? Why? I don't know. I didn't really get the significance of revealing that backstory, but, you know. Alright, next.
What do you want me to do? Hold your hand?
This bad guy's got some of my men really spooked. Some of them are even calling in sick.
Then fire their asses. I don't have time for fence sitters. Soon I'll have all of City Hall in my pocket. And I'm not about to lose it over some cold feet.
So what should I do about it?
Cement shoes? You figure it out.
Commissioner Loeb,
Yes?
Warden Joseph on the line.
You wanted to see me, Warden?
Yes, I need you to reevaluate Julian Day.
Oh, Didn't you see? I turned in my evaluation last week.
I saw it, and I need you to do it again.
I'm not sure that...
You have to understand, Day is a manipulator. A very experienced one, and you, well, you're still in your residency.
I don't see anyone doubting that Mr. Day is insane and should be tried as such. I'm actually considering writing a paper about him.
Miss Quinzel, I'm giving you a chance here. Do you know what happens if the prosecution can try Day as a sane man?
He'll get the death penalty.
And the city will thank you for helping to remove a cold-blooded killer from its streets.
So, we're not here to help rehabilitate the sick?
This is a prison, Miss Quinzel, not a mental health clinic. If you want to see a successful end to your residency, I suggest you keep that in mind and reevaluate Julian Day.
I see. Perhaps I was a bit hasty with my evaluation.
Excellent. I'm glad we could...
In fact, I think it would be excellent experience if I was the first to give all new inmates psychological evaluations.
You're not a doctor yet. That's not your...
Like you said, I need more experience with these manipulators. Perhaps more exposure to these types of criminals will help me learn to tell the difference between the fakers and the truly insane.
Why would you want to spend any more time with these freaks than you have to?
The criminal mind is a fascinating subject for a research paper or a book.
There's no skin off my back. Knock yourself out.
A killer is a killer is a killer. You think it matters to the victim or their families if he claims that he's insane? No. I'm not making special exceptions for all of these freaks that seem to be popping up. This one was trying to play the system, just like the rest of them. Feigned insanity is no defense in my courtroom.
You don't think it's a little blatant? I mean, with his obsession for the holidays.
In this city, they'll love it. Poetic justice, I say.
All right. Well, Christmas Eve it is then.
Excellent. I'm throwing a little Christmas party that night. We're going to watch the execution from my home. You should come by. Bring your wife. Pick up your gift.
I'll do that. And make sure you have something for my wife, too. She likes diamonds.
And they told me you were soft.
Run that past me again?
It's very simple, Brandon. Sometime in the coming days, you may receive a call from a third party requiring your services.
Like a private contractor?
Precisely.
Okay, why?
Let's call it an investment against future favors.
And how am I supposed to know the guy?
He will identify himself with the code word facade.
What is that? French?
It doesn't matter. What's important is that you remember it.
All right, facade. Got it.
Jingle bells! Batman smells!
No. Gordon, got one for the Arkham ward. They want to bring a muzzle. He's a biter.
So what's all this gear for, Brandon? I mean, I should know why I'm putting my job on the line.
You sure those cameras are off?
Relax. Everything's shut down for routine maintenance. So?
All right, but keep it under your hat. Lowe's planning on setting up a special unit, with me as leader, of course.
So, why steal the gear?
We're not stealing, we're borrowing. That way we don't need to deal with a lot of red tape when we gotta mobilize.
I get it. Off the books kind of thing. Need any guns?
Nah, we got that covered. Believe me. Hey, if you want to see some action, I can put in a good word.
You kidding? I busted my ass to get this desk job. I'll leave the cowboy stuff to you. You're good at that.
Suit yourself. But remember, if you're not with us, keep your damn mouth shut.
So all of that, I don't understand why it couldn't have been released. That was all corrupt cop stuff. Just release it. Again, Team Riddler. The next one, though, is going to be Anarchy, which, God, it's been so long since I defeated Anarchy. It's hard to remember he's even in the game.
This is Gordon.
I know who you are.
Who is this?
I've seen your record. Impressive. In a city full of dirt, you're the only one with a clean jacket.
I need a trace started.
But despite a clean record, you're still just an instrument of oppression at the beck and call of your corporate masters.
I work for the city of Gotham, not some corporation.
Are you really so naive? The government is owned by corporate America. The city is owned by Bruce Wayne, and the mayor wouldn't wipe his ass without permission from people like Rupert Thorne. You're a cog in the machine, Gordon, and that machine is voracious. That machine must be stopped.
So you're doing me a favor of some kind?
That's right. I'm here to help the misguided. Despite your chosen profession, your record suggests you could be reformed. So a warning. Get out, Gordon. Get out while you can. Hello? Hello? Did we get the trace? Encrypted? Son of a...
You want to eat, don't you?
Yeah, but...
Listen, I got you on possession, B&E, trespassing. Hell, I got you on loitering. So, what's it gonna be?
All right. What do I gotta do?
Simple. You get them riled up, you know? You blend in, you make suggestions. Hey, there's a fat cat, let's roll his car. Hey, let's burn that building down. Those corporate bastards put us out in the street. And if you have to, you kick in the first window. You throw the first Molotov.
But that's what they're gonna do anyway.
Yeah, so they say. But talk is cheap. No one wants to be the first one to do it. That's where you come in.
Ain't burning down a building gonna get me in more trouble than I'm already in?
Well, yeah. Well, that's what you got me for. I'm on your side, friend. You get them started, and then you get the hell out of there before us boys in blue start cracking heads. I'll make sure the heat doesn't come down on you. So long as you don't get yourself caught.
I don't know about this.
Look, this prick, Anarchy or whatever, he ain't got your best interests in mind, right? He's got his own agenda, and he's just using you like he's using everybody else. You bring him out in the open, we bring him down, and everybody has a Merry Christmas. So, we got a deal?
Yeah, deal.
Yeah, you made the right choice. Now, will that be light or dark meat?
So I thought that last one is one of the most interesting ones. First of all, he tries to get Gordon on his side because he recognizes that he actually wants to do good, which is, you know, a villain who thinks he's a good guy. He wanted Gordon on his side, and I think that's cool. The other one, though, was really interesting because police agencies actually do this. This is what is called an agent provocateur. You send someone who joins a group, and then they actually start inciting violence and, like, pushing sometimes like a peaceful protest group. Maybe they have some radical elements, but maybe they're not actually doing anything bad. They're actually just exercising their right to protest. And they go farther and they incite violence, and then the police say, like, it's not a peaceful protest, and they just go in, and then they can destroy the group. It happens. I've seen things like this happen. It's ridiculous. I've seen infighting in groups, and then it's like, people are smart. They know that, like, police agencies can do this, but if you can't convince everyone that someone is one of these people, then you get like, if you say anything, suddenly the eyes are on you. And worse, if you're paranoid that someone in your group is an agent provocateur, you might accuse the wrong person, and that's just as effective. So, like, these are tactics that law enforcement agencies actually do use. Oh god, alright. I'm going to territory I don't want to. But for those reasons, I did find that one very interesting. Probably the most interesting one of all of them, to be honest, besides maybe the Joker pretending to be Black Mask. So that's it. I'm now getting the final ones on the screen right now. Little did I know, there was another side quest, and I am so not dealing with the anarchy tags. There's just anarchy yelling about corporations. It's whatever. That one I just got, by the way, was the last indoor one that I missed last episode. This could have been so much better if I just hadn't gone to that other, if I hadn't gone to the Firefly mission. I didn't know that was endgame. Someone actually warned me, by the way, in the comments, but I had already recorded the episode. I'm sorry, I don't remember who that is. I said, like, they're just, like, make sure you get everyone before you go here, but it was too late. But little did I know, there's an entire other mission. You remember that one of the character profiles wasn't shown? Well... So, there are these plaques all around the city, usually on, like, historical monuments and interesting statues, but not always, sometimes just on the side of buildings. Apparently, if you scan just one of them, it starts a new quest and gives you the last character profile. So, that's what that is. I'm gonna show myself getting all of these. I don't know how it's going to end, but, we'll get to the end. If I don't have enough footage, which I'm assuming I don't, I'll also show me, catching some of the less, Blackgate criminals. So, let's do that, and then we'll be done. We only have 2 more things left.
There's something hidden here. It looks like a page from a journal.
January the 11th, 1855. I've accepted the invitation, knowing it means my death. Henry Cobblepot claims it's merely a party to celebrate my 40th birthday. He insists that he's forgiven my past transgressions, turned over a new leaf, as it were. But I know better. With me gone, he will use his wily charms to see the law changed and his factory built. Already there are rumors that his son, Theodore, intends to run for mayor. Victory is all but assured. I will hide this journal of mine in the hopes that someday it might be found. To go public now, before my work is done, would put it all at risk. It must wait. But I hope in time, my words are brought to light.
Sir, it appears you've stumbled onto a lead in Gotham's longest-running cold case.
Cyrus Pinckney.
Indeed. He was instrumental in the city's rise to power and prestige. Worked closely with your ancestor, Solomon Wayne, as well. Alas, he was murdered on the eve of his 40th birthday. The killer was never found.
Interesting.
I recognize you're preoccupied this evening, but should the opportunity present itself, solving Gotham's oldest crime would make for quite the feather in your cap.
January the 13th, 1855. The moment of my death approaches, and there is naught I might do to stop it. I dared dream of greatness, but in the process, I forgot that such ambition oft demands a heavy price. Still, I pay it gladly. For knowing that Gotham has become a city whose magnificence will echo across the ages. But its origins must not be forgotten. And so, I have scattered my journal across the city, placing pages where I believe they shall endure. Find them. Read them, then share what lies within. For though the truth may not be so beautiful as the legend, it is necessary all the same. April the 22nd, 1846. Our recent financial troubles have forced us into business with one Henry Cobblepot, a print magnate of questionable repute. The man cares little for me and my base station, as he put it. And so, the negotiations are left to Solomon. But I fear his idealism shall lead us down a treacherous road, for Cobblepot is a sneak, and surely his sweet words mask a nefarious intent. August the 11th, 1851. I fear I've angered Henry Cobblepot, but he sought to build over the last remaining vestige of the original Gotham, and I could not allow it. Solomon and I went before the mayor and bade him support us. Henry was opposed, insisting his work was necessary for Gotham's financial security. I think it's more to do with his own. Solomon Wayne's hotel put Cobblepots out of business. I do wonder if Mr. Wayne erred in opening that place. But what's done is done. February the 7th, 1852. I have met the most extraordinary young man by the name of Amadeus Arkham. Though still just a student, he exhibits an intelligence unmatched by even Gotham's most learned. He is possessed with a kind heart as well, and seeks to help those who all others have abandoned. Rehabilitation instead of incarceration. It is the most progressive notion, and one that few of his peers support, but I believe. And so, I shall provide him with plans for the greatest asylum the world has ever known. April the 3rd, 1853. I am sorry, Solomon, to have gone behind your back, to have bargained with the devil. But the accounts have run dry, and our work is but half begun. I had no choice but to approach Henry Cobblepot. The others would contribute no more. He consented to my request, though I fear it will come at a great cost. For now, he says I owe him nothing. But how long until I do? December the 22nd, 1854. I fear I am not long for the world. Henry Cobblepot finally came to collect, and I refused. He wishes to open a munitions factory inside the city. This is not part of the plan, and it works against everything we've accomplished, to say nothing of the danger to Gotham's citizens. I went to the mayor and begged him to introduce a bill banning the endeavor. Thankfully, he agreed, but I'm sure to be punished for my betrayal. It's only a matter of how and when.
Have a heart. It's Christmas Eve. What do you say you just put me down and look the other way, huh? I'll make it worth your while.
Not interested. Gordon, send a unit to my location. I've left you another Christmas present.
All right, that's the last of them. Thanks, Batman. I owe you one.
Then do me a favor. Tell your people to back off and let me do my job.
I'll think about it.
Don't take too long. I've got a feeling we'll be doing this again soon.
So, like, I'm not gonna pretend like any of that was incredibly interesting, but it looks like the Waynes and the Cobblepots have had a stranglehold on this town for a very long time. I mean, I guess not a I mean, the Wayne, it was just Judge Wayne. He was just a judge. I don't know if he had a massive fortune yet, but that is that. Whee! Now, what else? Yeah, so, you notice anything different about me? You notice anything this is the reward that you get for, complete, and am I actually going? Wow, did I kind of did go to the wrong place. I need to go there. This is the outfit that you get for completing that last mission, the Blackgate prisoners. Like, why even bother? I actually had this during a few puzzles. I bet you didn't even notice, because it is so similar to the default outfit. On New 52, I meant to look this up. I know now that The Brightest Day is the sequel to The Darkest Night, where a bunch of heroes that were killed come back to life. I don't know if Batman was one of them, but maybe. New 52 was like a new run of the Marvel Universe, I think. So, but I've definitely heard of it before. But it's just so similar to his normal costume. Like, why bother? There's so many more interesting, more extreme like, if it's gonna be a reward that's like end game reward, you think you want something that's like pretty unique, right? At least I do. All right, well, and yeah, I can't complete. I could maybe complete this if I find enough guys, but I usually just can't even find enough guys. I came close a few times. This I don't care, because it's just experience. It really is just an achievement and experience. The only thing that matters that I didn't get is this, because there is a item here. I was told that you can't do 14 either after the mission, but yeah, this sucks. Because you could do all of these other ones, you just can't do this one, because there's not a place, there's just not a level that's set up in the endgame. I was hoping I could do it on Penguin Ship, but Penguin Ship actually doesn't have a breakable area. And I'm not even sure it has a corner tech area, oddly enough. You'd think that'd be like the easy one that would always be available, but no. Oh well. It's sad. I wish I had known, but I'm annoyed anyway. So I don't care. I'm just gonna move on. This has already taken an insanely large amount of time. Like, between this and Tunic, the amount of shenanigans that I've gone through on Endgame, like, this month and last month, it's a lot. It's 100 Assassin's Creed feathers of a lot. So, we'll ignore the fact that that entire time I was talking, I was flying in the wrong direction. I thought I was, marked where I needed to be, but apparently not. Like to just let off some pressure. It's acting like it's down. Oh yeah, this must be it. So this won't open, apparently, unless you get all the other graves. Or all the other, markers. Okay, yeah, I guess it's just locked otherwise. God, what's the secret gonna be? That Penguin killed him? It's not... Never seen this place before. Alright. Let's take a listen. Oh, I got it. You gotta scan and then you do it.
January the 14th, 1855. My God, it worked! Amadeus truly is a genius. Oh, you've come this far, dear reader. Allow me to explain. I learned Cobblepot intended to poison me, and so we endeavored to replace his tainted wine with one of our own creation, as expected. I choked, I sputtered, and then, I passed. But it was not poison I consumed, rather something made by Amadeus. His concoction enabled me to enter a soporific state so profound that even to the keenest of physicians, I appeared a corpse. Yet here I am, resurrected. And now I will have my revenge. Henry Cobblepot will pay for what he's done.
An interesting turn. In trying to solve one murder, you've discovered the origins of another.
Henry Cobblepot.
Yes. City records say it was an automobile accident that killed him, not long after Cyrus's supposed passing. But now we know the truth. He was murdered by the man he thought he killed.
What about Pinckney?
It appears that's a mystery that must endure a while longer.
That's... okay, I gotta say, I was just like, what could possibly be the secret? He obviously died. Yeah, the only twist could be that he didn't die, right? That's pretty great, actually. I like it. I like that twist. You know, I had no idea that was in the game. It's just interesting that they had a quest that there's no markers. You just have to find one of those plaques. And you're only gonna find them if you're in scare mode, so... and, like, what is this? This must have been a puzzle that was in the area. But alright, I guess I'm glad I completed it, but... we're actually not that far away from here. So let's go. So yeah, the, you know, the last mission, the after-game mission was a bit of a bust. I kind of wish there was more guys, like... because the battles weren't particularly interesting either. They actually kind of sucked, because the Blackgate prisoner themselves causes, like, glitches in some of the combos, like... because he doesn't die like a normal guy. So sometimes you'll hit him and he'll just fall down weirdly stunned. I don't know, it was annoying. So, you know, because I was trying to do that final combo, and anytime I'd hit him, sometimes he'd just, like, break my combo by, weirdly stuttering, and then I'd, like, zoom in on him, and it wouldn't let me finish him, like, it was weird. But alright. This is it. The true enemy of all Arkham Asylum games. Let's go confront him. Alright, I'm guessing I can get in now. Question? Questions and answers. I was like, question Sanders? Again, Riddler was right. I should have just let him release all this. The only thing I shouldn't have released was, the stuff about Gordon. Just because it's bad for them to know that he's onto them. Face! Don't know why I couldn't blow that up, but alright. A Riddler trophy? Oh my, is this the prototype for the Riddler trophies in the other games? Just got the achievement, collect every Riddler trophy. No, that can't be it. That can't be it. I just got the achievement for collecting everything. No. No! No! Alright, look. There might be more. It might not be just that. Because that'd be terrible. That would be so not worth it. Ah! Okay, maybe I gotta do that.
Well, look at that. You figured it out. I'm impressed. Annoyed, too. But your achievement signals a level of intellect rarely seen in Gotham. It seems you're quite the riddle. Now, don't get too comfortable. You see, I learned something else tonight. The nastiest, dirtiest little secret you can imagine. It puts the rest of my collection to shame. But I'm going to wait to release it, if only because it means I get to watch you squirm as you wonder what on earth it is. I'll be in touch soon.
Looks like he's no longer an imminent threat. I can close this case. For now, at least.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty lame still. But at least, I was like, I didn't even think that they would give me that. There we go. Character trophy unlocked. Enigma. But yeah, that's it. That's it. The game's over. Isn't that anticlimactic? Everything has been completed. I didn't complete these. I'm still sad about it. When I was fighting that massive prison outbreak, that might have been one of my last chances to get this also. But I don't know. It's, you know... I play how I play. I never got good past a certain point, I guess. Sigh. This, I'm pretty sure I've done a crime in every district except for on the bridge. So, but again, it's just experience. I don't care enough. I very briefly showed the Dark Knight outfit where he's an actual knight. That's a cool one. That would have been a cool one to unlock for the final thing, actually. So yeah, then there's all these character trophies. I have almost all of them. But yeah, if you just want to look at the 3D art. Is there anyone interesting? Let's look at Enigma, just because you never get to see him in-game, really. Yep, there he is. Edward Norashton. I guess that's his real name, I never knew. Yeah, because his name wasn't Edward. I say obviously, but it's comic books. They all the time, they'll just, you deserved better. He could have saved you. You need to haunt this man from beyond the grave. I mean, you'll probably just, like, look at his bat belt and just stop it instantly, but... It's Harleen Quinzel. Before she went insane, do we get to see... Nah, it just says security. Who are you? just some guy. It's Merv from downtown. But yeah, they got all those. And there's a bunch of concept art. Wow, it's been so long that I forgot Killer Croc was even in the game. Shiva, Anarchy. That's interesting. He's got a bunch of different masks. Cool. Imagine just being like just not only being able to draw something like that, but be able to, like, comprehend it just from your mind. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people use, like, a basis, but I know that some people just don't. Like, it's just all in their mind where they create these environments. It's an incredible talent. Like, humans can do some impressive things, right? You just gotta put the time in. So, the only thing that's really left is Cold Cold Heart. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna do it. Are people interested in this? It's a tiny story that takes place on New Year's Eve. And, I don't want to spoil who it involves. It's called Cold Cold Heart. You can probably figure it out. But, I don't know. If people are interested, I might do it. Yeah, we'll see. In any case, I am CrossKnights. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry this was a little bit anticlimactic, but I think I got everything that was important except for the, Sonic Batarang. It's basically the Batarang that you, it makes a sound and they investigate it. But this one explodes and knocks someone out. So, it would have been cool if I had it a lot earlier, basically, is what I'm saying. Will I play Arkham Knight? It is possible. I'm not ruling it out. But I think I can actually say that I hate Arkham Knight. I hate the Batmobile that they add. That's the biggest problem. But if it was just that, I would have no question playing it. I hate the story. Like, as much as I was down on how Batman was a dick in this, you haven't seen anything yet. He is not someone I root for in Arkham Knight. I hate him. I hate him. I really don't like the way he acts. I don't like the story in general. Yeah, so... it would just be me ranting about the game. And there are certain missions that I would not show because they're so boring. I would do them for completion's sake, but I would not show them. So... part of me wants to do it to complete, but I'm more likely to do the Assassin's Creed game before I do that, so we're talking a year out at least. Alright, I've rambled on long enough. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, as always, to my lovely patrons who make all of this possible after all these years. And I'll see you guys next time doing whatever's next. Even I'm not sure. Alright, later.